Hello everybody, my name is Rose, and today we're checking out Bundle and Backpack, a brand new add-on that released on the Minecraft Marketplace this week by Red Eagle Studios. You can find this add-on on the Minecraft Marketplace for 660 Minecoins. And we're gonna check it out today. Oh my gosh, I'm using the I'm using the dragon wings. Oh my gosh, dragon wings. Let's go. So I do have some footage of showing off all of the different backpacks and all of the different bundles. The backpacks will use your chest slot and the bundles will go inside of your leggings slot. And the add-on description is add a backpack and a wearable bundle to your world. With over 45 plus backpack and bundle unique abilities, customize and explore all the unique abilities. Wearable bundles. Backpack is like a portable shulker box with its own unique abilities. Expand your storage to infinity. Backpack inventory are persistent even if you pick it up, just like a bundle or a shulker box. Also, if you're enjoying these showcase add-on videos, make sure you leave this video a like so that I know that you guys would like me to continue doing some more showcase videos. But we're going to get into it right now. So right off the bat from the footage that you saw, all of the backpacks are entities. Oh my gosh. So I'm a little bit of an entity hater. So right off the bat, we're going to talk about that. Not a huge fan. Some of them do look pretty cute though, but I do want to mention it right off the bat for everybody that the backpacks are entities when you place them on the ground, and it makes me sad. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about and explore. So when you first log into your new or pre-existing world with this add-on, you'll be given this new guidebook, and it will tell you a little bit more about what's going on. So this is how you make the basic backpack. It's like a portable shulker box. So it is nice to have like a backpack like this because it is a lot easier for early game situations if you're playing in survival, because shulker box is kind of like end game stuff. You need to go to the end and find like the end cities and fight the shulkers. So this is definitely has use for sure early game if you have not reached the end status. But let's go ahead and craft up one of these basic backpack. So you'll need 3 leather, 2 string, and a chest plate to make this. And here we go, a little base backpack. And to remove your backpack, you can put it inside of your inventory and then click it on the ground like so, and you can click on it to store your items inside, which is really nice. And you can go ahead and pick it up and put it back in your inventory, and then it will take your chest slot up. And when we take it off and put it back on the ground, we should have our items back inside. Yep, we still got our items, so that is very cool, very useful. All the backpacks have the same inventory amount in them, the same like this. I think that's just a limitation with Bedrock Minecraft. I feel like a lot of this add-on is limitations with Bedrock Minecraft, to be honest. I do want to mention that all the backpacks can also be dyed, all of the different colors in Minecraft, so you can dye them whatever you would like to. Let's grab some colors right now to show you guys. So if you wanted to make this backpack a pink pack, you just go ahead and click on that. And I think, yeah, you can dye all of the even the special backpacks too, different colors, so you can kind of customize them to your liking. And then if you do not like the dye that you chose for the backpack, you can go ahead and take another color and just go over it. Or if you want it back to the natural state, you can go ahead and make this item right here with wheat and white dye and make yourself some backpack cleaners. And we can make a couple of these, and we can clean off our backpack and bring it back. Oh, it doesn't look like it consumes. Okay. It's like a magic eraser. You keep it in your inventory. So you only need to make one of those, and you can just wipe off your backpack, make it nice and clean, Mr. Clean up in here. So that is very cool. You can also, if you have trust issues, if you're playing it around with some of your friends or some people and you're like, I don't know if I trust them, you can make a special lock to go on your backpack, like so. And you can click on your backpack with it, or shift click. Nope, you can punch it, and set your password. So there we go. And then once you have your password, if you try to pick up the backpack, it'll be like, nope, what's the password? You can't pick it up. And then when you type in the correct password, it should unlock. And yeah, it's unlocked now. So now we can go ahead and open it and pick it back up. Oh, but you have to do subscribe again. Everybody, please subscribe to unlock this backpack. Here we go. Nice. I wonder, does it keep the lock? If we put it back on the ground, does it still remember? Yeah, it still remembers that this is a locked backpack. Okay, that's pretty cool. So for the backpacks, I kind of have them laid out kind of how the book has them. So we have backpack upgrades. And then if we go over here, there's some different types. We have vanity backpacks that just look really cute. They don't have any special abilities other than the power of cuteness. And then we have utility backpacks. And then we have exploration backpacks and bundles. There's also vanity bundles as well. And then we have buff backpacks and bundles. So that is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start off with the buffs. And here we have the recipes for the bunny buff backpack and the bundle as well. And then we also have the medic recipes and the air recipes. So with the bundle and backpacks, you are able to have one backpack and one bundle on your person at all times. So you can kind of stack the different buffs that you get. So let's go ahead and put this one on. This one is the air backpack. And if we click this one on, it should give you the double jump ability. Yep, got double jump. It does a little bit of a poof too. And then this one is the medic backpack. We can put this one on, and then if we shift crouch, it will heal you, give you up some regeneration. And you can see that there's some nice particles like with the hearts and the plus signs. Ooh, it is really loud though. I feel like a lot of the different sounds in this add-on are kind of loud. But yeah, that's really cool. So if you're taking damage, getting hurt, you can shift and get yourself some hearts to heal you up. And then we got the bunny backpack, which, oh my gosh, when you place it down, it looks adorable, of course. And all these backpacks can store items in them, like normal backpacks. But these ones are giving you some special abilities. So the bunny backpack gives you jump boost, which is cute. Cute backpack. And then also all of the different bundles as well will give you the same abilities, and you can also use them as a bundle, though the bundles seem to be bugging out a little bit when we were testing. I will link down in the description a live stream that I did live, of course, with using the backpacks, bundles and backpacks add-on, where we found like there are some little slight issues. Definitely feel like this add-on is in beta, just because there's, you know, some issues, which isn't uncommon, but it happens. I feel like the game doesn't like it when you have multiple of these special bundles in your inventory. It gets kind of confused at the moment. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so if you wanted to have medic, the medic ability and the bunny ability, so this will give you jump boost because of the backpack. And then with the medic bundle on your person too, you can kind of see it. When we shift, yeah, it should heal us up. So you can get two special abilities with the bundle and backpack combination situation. Next up, we're going to talk about the exploration backpack and bundles. So here are all the recipes for those, in case you're curious. We have Lamp, Ender, Dragon Wing, which is probably my favorite. We have Rocket, Plow, Sensory, Drill, Lucky, Spider, Adventurer, Druid, Logger, and that is the exploration backpacks and bundles. They do look really cool, so let's go ahead and kind of show you what they do. Let's start off here. So we have the Logger one, This one's really nice. If we can put that on, there we go. So this one gives you Tree Capitator basically. So I'm not using anything that will give me Tree Capitator except this backpack. So let me show you without the backpack on. I try to break down this tree. It doesn't, you know, take down the whole thing. But if we put the backpack on like this, there we go. We got some nice Tree Capitator situation. Kind of like an add-on and an add-on. Nice ability. So yeah, if you don't have Tree Capitator yet, with some of the other add-ons that you have, you can get it with these special bundles and backpacks. So that one's pretty cool. I like that. And we can store up some of our wood in here. Perfect. And then pick it up. I'm curious if I put it in an item frame and then take it back and put it on the ground, it remembers. Okay, that's good. It's remembering. We also have the same bundle that will also give us those special abilities, which is nice. And next we have the druid one. The druid one basically gives you bone meal on the ground. So let's put on the bundle. So yeah, see the bone meals. So flowers. If you want to flower up your life, it's actually pretty cute. You can get a bunch of flowers in your world and just make some areas extra beautiful with all the different flowers. Also, the backpack works the same way. I have a hard time. I think it's user error because there's specific rules to take on and put off all the backpacks and stuff. It'll probably just take some time to get used to once your muscle memory learns how to do everything. But yeah, sometimes I still get a little bit caught up in that. But yeah, so many different flowers. Really, really cute. I really like that one. That one's fun. And then next, we are going to look at the adventure bundle. And the adventure one, let's see. Specifically, what does it say for this one? This one, when you do sneak, will show you passive and hostile mobs around a 32 block radius. Okay, let's put this on and we sneak. It'll tell me there are no mobs found, no hostile. There are 28 other mobs. That's probably including like the backpacks, because there are no mobs right now because I have mobs turned off, so it's including the entity backpacks probably. Yeah, it's including the backpacks as a mob. But yeah, I guess if you want to know what's going on around your world, see how many mobs are in the area or entities. This one is the spider one. This one will give you the Spider-Man ability to climb up walls, which can be pretty useful. So let's see. Do we need to crouch? Okay, you need to hold shift. And then you can become Spider-Man and climb up. And same with the backpack as well. Let me put that on. We can shift on the walls. Pretty cute. You get a little spider buddy on your back. And next up, we are going to look at the lucky one, which will give you a chance to get ores, I think, from the different mobs that you kill. Let's see what it says specifically. Yeah, equip and killing mobs will drop random ore 1 to 3 amount of the time. So let's get some mobs. Let's get a spider. We were just Spider-Man. Get a normal spider and hop back into survival. And let's see if we get any ores from the spider. And oh yeah, it looks like we did get some iron. So that'll be a fun way to get resources. And it works with the bundle as well, so that one we didn't get anything. That one we got some redstone. That's interesting. And this one gave us some lapis lazuli. So yeah, some pretty interesting effects for this one. And then next up, we have the drill one, which will drill straight down on your person. So be careful with this one, because you definitely could die. This one is dangerous. You know, you should never dig straight down in Minecraft, but I do all the time. But yeah, if you shift, you will start going down. It is quite loud too. But yeah, you can dig straight down and you do get the resources. But also probably pretty deadly as well. Because you could fall into the lava or a big fall area. So be careful while using that one though, it is pretty cool. A nice ability. And let's put the drill one back. And this one, the next one is the sensory one. Which should, let's see, oh, not this one. This one. If you put it on, we shift, it'll tell you the different ores that are in your area. So that one said there was 3 ores found around here. Let's see if there's any ores. We found some deep slate lapis ore, 63 blocks down. Okay, so that's cool. It gives you like a little exact areas where they are. I can't use the ability yet. Let's see if there's any ores over here. Oh, it is a cooldown situation. Okay. No ores found over this direction. What about here? Can't use it yet. Cooldown ability. I guess it's good that you can't just spam it. No ores found over here. So yeah, when you're mining, you can get a little ore scanner, sensory scanner, and see if you can sense the different ores around in your area. Next up, we have the plow. I actually really like this one. The plow and the bundle too. All these ones have bundle except for the dragon one. But the plow situation, if we go over here, you can harvest up your different crops. And if you have the seeds in your inventory or like the thing that you need to replant, it will auto replant with them right here. Actually, I think you need to have them in your hand. What seeds you want to use? So right here it's going to be planting potatoes, but if I was like, no, I'm going to start planting wheat back, you need to put the wheat seeds in your inventory. So yeah, this one's really nice. Get some auto planting and harvesting. You don't need to hold shift or anything, you just need to walk through them. And you can plow all the thing. You can make some crop circles pretty easily too. Pretty nice. I love how it replants the seeds as well if you have them in your inventory. If you're holding them. Be very useful for all the different farmers in your life. And next up we have the different rocket bundle and backpack, and this one works similar to the dragon wings that we showed off in the beginning. So I think if you it's so loud though. The sounds in this add-on are kind of loud. But if you hold spacebar, you will go straight up like a rocket on a rocket ship. Gonna go to space. Pretty cool. And also works for the bundle. But yeah, the sounds are quite loud with this add-on. And then the dragon wings you can put on too. And you can kind of fly around, which could be really useful in survival. Just flying around, straight up chillin', being a little dragon dude. There is no bundle for this one, but that is okay. And next up we have the Enderman bundle and backpack. You can put it on, and if you hold shift, it will use like an ender pearl or just like start teleporting you around. Yeah, there is a cooldown on this too, so you can't like always completely spam it, but you need to wait a couple seconds in between. And then you can be teleported around your world situation. The next one is the lamp, which will give you some dynamic light situations. Let's go switch to nighttime. And you can see, yes, we are getting light from the lamps, which can be pretty nice. Very nice for caving. If you don't have dynamic light yet with any of the other add-ons, you can get some of that. Also works for the bundle, of course. You can light up your pathway. Up next, we're going to talk about the utility backpacks, which is actually pretty interesting. So you can make a couple different ones. You could make the cauldron backpack, and you can make the ultimate utility backpack that has a bunch of different uses. You can toggle between them and use an enchanting table, a furnace, an anvil, and a crafting table, as well as it is a backpack to use. So it's like an all-in-one, you know, if you want to have all the utilities all together type of situation. And then there's also the jukebox one. So let's go ahead and look at the cauldron one first. And this one you can place down and use a bucket on it to pick up water. So let's go ahead, we'll get some buckets and we will, ooh. So that might be a bug. Did you guys see that? I had a stack of water, or I had a stack of buckets, 16, and it turned one into water, and then the other 15 buckets are gone forever. So definitely be careful with that when you're using that. If you're using stacked buckets, could definitely be an issue. Next one is the jukebox that I cannot get to work. I've tried it. There is I guess there's a music disc in it. It's making the particles of music notes, but it should play the music, but I don't know how to get it to play music. If you know how to, let me know, but there might be a little bit of issues with this one. So, at least it makes special particles. But yeah, I don't know how to make it play the music. I've tried played around with it, but haven't been able to. And then up next is the utility backpacks that can kind of be all in one special situation. If you place it down and shift and punch like the straps area, you can toggle between a bunch of different utilities like enchanting table, anvil, furnace, crafting table, and brewing stand. I did notice, let's see, I put, like if you put like netherwort in here, and then you shift toggle, you will lose like your netherwort. So be careful when you put items in some of these, and then toggle between the next ones, because you could potentially lose some items. But this one works as like an enchanting table, which is nice. And then if there's books around it, it will take the power of the books and give you some better enchants. But for this one, you can, yes, enchant your items and weapons and armor, which is really nice. And then next, the anvil you can use to repair your tools or use to for name tag situations, which is nice. And there we go. And then this one is the furnace. This one I did notice, it does kind of have, at least when I was testing it out, it does kind of stop itself from changing to the next one if it's still cooking. Like, so right now we're cooking some potatoes, but it will not let me switch to the next one while the furnace is unused. So that is nice that there is that ability. But if we take out these items, we should be able to, yeah, we can toggle to the next one and use it to make items with the crafting table. So that one's kind of nice to have like an all-in-one situation. And now we're going to talk about the vanity backpacks, which actually might be my favorite. They don't give you any special buffs or anything like that, but they are insanely cute, and you can just use them as backpacks, which I personally would probably use the most. All of the different effects kind of are overwhelming, and a lot of them I don't know if I would actually use. Some of them are useful, like the utility one could be very useful, or like the dynamic light and Treecapitator one, but I find like I'd probably be using the vanity ones the most. And I do have the recipes on here, so it's the same for the backpack and the bundles for these. You just need to switch out the backpack for a bundle if you want to make that version, or vice versa, but this one you just need some dirt. But it's actually really, really cute if you put it on. And we get a nice little dirt backpack with some pretty sunflowers, which is really cute. And also the bundle version. And you can use these to put items in. I have noticed that it's kind of If you have a bunch of these special bundles in your inventory, it kind of freaks out a little bit if you put items in a bunch of them. So be careful with that. Definitely be careful if you're using multiples. I feel like there's a lot of little bugs going on. This add-on a little bit in beta situation, I think. So just keep that in mind for sure. Next we have the bamboo one, which is really nice. And you can make a nice little jungle exploration backpack and bundle situation. Looks really pretty. And next up we have the fisherman. If you want to roleplay as being a nice little fisherman, you can get your fish on. This one's really cute. I like the I really like the bundle for this one. This cute little fish on your person. And then the backpack. Oh, I put it down. But you pick it up and put it on. And it looks like you're about to go fishing. You can go fishing. Have a little fishing time. Which is really cute. I like that one. The next one, ooh, this one I think might be my personal favorite. It's the teddy bear one. You need to surround it with brown dye to make this one, but it just makes a cute little teddy bear situation, which I really love. I also have a cat named Teddy, so I'm like, oh, cute. Very, very cute. But this one, when you place it down, it has some cute little particle effects, like some bunch of little hearts and stuff, which is really nice. You can also put little teddy bear bundle on. But yeah, really cute. Also makes a little squeaky noise too. Extra cuteness with this one. So cute! I want teddy bear backpack. This was the one I'd probably make in survival situations if I just want to have some extra storage. And then next we have the RGB one, which you use redstone and different colored glass, red, blue, and green, to make the backpack and bundle situations. And these ones have some really nice particles, animations to them. And this one too. I can see this one being a lot of people's favorite. If the teddy bear one is not your jam. They're really cool. I think it still makes the particles when you place it down as well. Yeah, and it has like little particles coming off of it, which look really cute. Ew, yeah, and it makes some nice little noise. Next up, we're going to learn about backpack upgrades, which is this section, I don't know, they kind of confuse me a little bit. It's kind of feels weird how it works. But you can make these different upgrade parts and use them to upgrade your backpacks, and some of them will stack and give you some different abilities. And yeah, backpack upgrades. So I do have the recipes on the board for these ones, but the brave one will give you strength 2. The magnet one will pull nearby dropped items towards you. The scorching one will give you fire resistance. The serving upgrade says it'll automatically consume food inside the backpack for you. So when you're hungry, it'll eat for you. Situation. We have the stashing one, which sends any item to your hand to backpack situation. This one, the solid one, gives you resistance 2, and the worry upgrade will give you speed 1 every 5 seconds every time you get hurt. So we're gonna see these ones. So these are the crafting recipes. This is the magnet one. For this one, we're just gonna use this, and then you click it on the backpack, but it doesn't really show any particles or anything, so it's kind of weird for me. And then we put it on, so we should have magnet now. So yeah, okay, I will throw down some items, and it is being magnetized to me, but it's just really weird because it doesn't say that it's magnetized or anything. Like there's no buffs or like doesn't say magnetized backpack or anything, so like it just feels like the upgrades are kind of weird. Feels like I would forget them like over time, be like, oh, forget which backpack has which different abilities on them. That makes sense. This one is the serving one. This one should feed you when you get hungry situation. And here is the recipe for this one. There we go. And then it says some of them will stack, so let's see. We can stack it here. And then if I have food, in there. It should feed me. Let's make some bread, maybe. Put it in my backpack. I'm not really hungry, though, so... I'm not sure. Maybe we run around a little bit and use up our hunger. Don't really know, but it should feed you. This one will give you fire resistance. So we can make this with nether wart, iron, and a magma cream. And it says some of them should stack, so I'm not sure. Like, it just, since it doesn't say what abilities it's having, like, I don't know which ones will stack together, because I keep using them on the same backpack. But apparently I have fire resistance on here now. So let's test that out and see if we do have some fire resistance. Let's make a nice little hot tub over here. Beautiful. And does it work? Let's see. Let's go into survival and no. Oh, I didn't have the backpack on. Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me put the backpack on. This time with more feeling. So just if you have it in your inventory doesn't mean anything. You have to have it actually on. Oh, it says I ate Minecraft bread. So I guess it is feeding me. So that is good to see. On the top of my screen, it told me I ate some bread. Alright, now we have it on. We should have fire resistance. I just wish it, like, told you what you had. Oh, it does show... Okay, it does show a buff on the side of the screen now. Okay, this one does have a buff. Okay, so at least this one does. Okay. And now you can see, yeah, you do have fire resistance. Okay, so this one would be really useful for the nether, for sure. Make sure you put it on, though, because if you just have it in your inventory, it is not going to give you the buff. But I like that this one shows that you do have fire resistance on. So that is good to know. And then we do know that we did eat food. So that one is pretty nice. Did we skip the brave one? Let's try this one and see. Brave upgrade should give us strength, I'm thinking. Let me put that on. Okay, so it does show us the buffs for this one. So maybe it can't show us like the magnetize buff and like the food buff because it's a limitation with Bedrock Minecraft. Since it is not actually like a buff that we know of. I feel like a lot of this is a limitation with Bedrock Minecraft. I will say that I do think this is probably the best backpack add-on that we do have on the marketplace, even though it does feel like it's in beta and there are some bugs to it. I do think it is probably the best one, but it feels like it's in a beta situation. There's a little bit of issues, so just be really careful when you use this. And then the next one, the solid upgrade. Use a turtle helmet. Let's go ahead and do this. And put this on. And see if we get... Yeah, this one does show the strength effect, which is nice. And then the worry one will give you the speed boost when you take damage. Which, not sure how useful that'll be. But we will try it out. And put it on. So yeah, I do like how it's showing the boss over there. Okay, so... Spider. So we took damage, so if we hold shift... Does it hold shift? Oh no, it just gave us speed right now. So we do have some speed. I can see it on the side of this. Yeah, speed 2 for a couple seconds. So it does give you speed when you take damage. I guess to help you run away. So that is pretty interesting. Right, that. But yeah, that is the backpack one. Let's do a quick show of going to the nether in the end. I did do this during my live stream, but I do want to just show you guys. Let me grab a bunch of backpacks. All right, we have the portals made. So let's go ahead and head on to the Nether and see what happens with the backpack on and the ones in my inventory. So we have arrived in the end, and I still have my backpack on my person and in my inventory. Oh, don't put it in that slot. But if I put it on the ground, that one works. And that one works. Okay, but the one that I had on my person disappeared forever. And these ones seem to be working now, so that is nice to see. That these ones work when you put them down, but the first one I had did disappear. So I don't know. See, if I put this one on my inventory person and put it off, is it gonna disappear? Okay, that one's still there. Okay. So it's just like the first one that I had. Oh, oh wow. Hey! Hey, you can use the Underman one to get on the roof of the Nether. You wanted to be cheeky like that. Oh, we're stuck here now forever. But yeah, that's pretty interesting to see. Now let's hop into the end. I do have a backpack on and a bunch in my inventory. And we have arrived. We're just gonna scoot on over to the main island real quick. And let's see if we take this one off and put it on the ground. Okay, that one still stays. So we put these ones down. They're still staying. So that is good to see. So I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes they... Oh. That one disappear? Sometimes they do disappear. Sometimes they don't. So definitely be very careful with what you're doing. Maybe don't take them cross dimension, of course. The drill one. Drill through. Ooh, I wonder if the drill one drills through Bedrock. I'm curious. Let's see. And we have that one on. Okay, so we'll not go through Bedrock. Alright, well, there we go. But yeah, really, really interesting. Be careful. Definitely be careful. I would recommend maybe putting them in an under chest if you're going to be going to the different dimensions, since sometimes, I don't know, weird things are happening to them when they go across the dimensions. Be very careful. Lots of little tiny bugs going on here. But as I said before, I do think this is the best backpack add-on that we have for Bedrock Minecraft. But Bedrock Minecraft has a lot of issues, and there seems to be a lot of issues going on. However, I do have hope that the developers will be able to, you know, hotfix and fix some of the issues that are going on with these backpacks. But yeah, just keep that in mind as you play. I would love to see if we can't get like my perfect backpack add-on would be able to have a backpack in my inventory, like in Java, and just like hit B or some other letter on my keyboard and be able to just pop open an inventory. But that is not able to be the case for Bedrock right now because of the GUI issues. So maybe just making like easier shulker boxes, like type of situation, make the backpacks blocks when you place them down and just be easier shulkers to make if we want like easier transportation and storage situations. Maybe? I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that has been checking out the bundle and backpack add-on. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in another video. I have some more on the screen right now, if you're in the mood right now for watching some more, and hopefully I'll see you there. Bye!